Caleb, what happened last time?
War is politics
There are
by
heroes
other
on both
means.
sides. No, they're not. Sorry.
Um, yeah, we came home and we were like, surely this will be relaxing. And then the murders began and the disappearances. Our friends disappeared. Sarah murdered someone and is accused of murdering literally everyone else. We tried to tame some pigs with degrees of success. The town has gotten swamped by mysterious robed strangers, one of whom has been captured by the merchant food controlling lady. Uh, my friend, the distiller fellow, has disappeared in search of God, and in a desperate ploy, we went over to Bjorn, the local kind of head of the guard guy, and we said, what if we did a little alliance? And he said, I'll do you one better. What if we did a coup? And I said, uh-oh. And then the session ended.
Yeah, I'll throw in some more things. There's some really big Sarah things going on. Sarah has obtained two artifacts, one which mentions Eden by name. So it's either written by an insane person or this was actually a scientist that worked at Eden and a non mutant, that it exists out there. Second thing is that you repaired the what you thought was a tape recorder, but it was basically a boom box. It has an AM and FM receiver on it, and it was set to a frequency with an emergency broadcast with coordinates for an Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo facilities. And you have those locations. Um, Another thing that you determined with the help of Sarah as well, and uh, related to Mole, is that there is the location on Sarah's map, because Sarah has the last map of the stalkers. She has collected all of the data from all of the stalkers, which is why chronicler Astra thinks that she's a psychopath, like a murderer, and she has this obsession with Eden. And she's basically like sucked out all the data from all the stalkers and killed them all. And she is the last one. But, anyways, you know where these cultists that are showing up, you know where they're coming from. And your friend, Scooter, told you that's where he was going. I think that's it. The other thing is you also know that apparently Boss Marlowe, who you've had a couple of run-ins with, and Sarah's interacted with her, Boss Marlowe and Scooter owed Boss Marlowe money. Money in this case being liquor, booze, and then they exchange things via food and clean water. Boss Marlowe has captured, her gang has captured one of the cultists and keeps them captive. And lastly, Boss Bjorn, who you are currently at, who sits in kind of like an old facility that sits on the wall. This may have been like a utility, a combination of various power stations, outstations, utility stuff, maybe some commercial businesses that sit on the outside. You're not sure what this was in the past, but it serves almost as like a southern fortress along the wall of the island now. And Boss Bjorn's people are kind of like the army of this place. They have defended it and seen the most action along the southern wall. And that's how Boss Bjorn clearly thinks of himself as. And the he has assured you that if you don't move, the chroniclers, they're not going to let you live, or at the very least, you'll be exiled. And that's where we begin. Is right back where we started, at Boss Bjorn's place. And I described this meeting room maybe as a kind of maybe utility, maybe industrial kind of area that has like those large paneled windows and the sun is setting, and he is suggesting a strike directly on the mausoleum to take the Dawn Vault and usurp the chroniclers, who he thinks is in charge in lieu of the elder Elias. And he stands and he's telling you that, and you were like, "Hey, why don't we do something less extreme?" And that's where you are now. And you were essentially trying to persuade him of other options or think of other.
If anyone has thought of other options, now is the time.
I mean, I always wake up and choose violence.
I've noticed that, and it's unnerving.
Also,
good,
from
scrub.
last session, D6 minus 1 mutants died. Four dead mutants.
Hopefully no one we cared about.
We shall see.
I care about all mutants.
Oh,
Excuse me.
all right. Boss Bjorn turns around and he says, "I wish that we had time to discuss this further, but I think we have to decide now. Unless you have somebody," he leans over the table, "unless you have some other kind of information, something we could use against the chroniclers long enough to bring about a assembly, I'm of the opinion we have to act. And now."
What are the rules for calling an assembly?
Well, an assembly could be called by any boss, but I believe that the chroniclers would use the assembly to frame you, lie. They have the other bosses under their thumb. It would be a chance to simply put you on trial and either have you killed or thrown out.
What if we killed all the other bosses first?
You want to kill every mutant other than the chroniclers that are causing the problem?
I mean,
How many other bosses are in the picture right now? Is it basically just us and Marlowe?
There are a handful. Let me see. That is a good question, because maybe not many. You killed one.
According to the map here, the only indicated gangs are basically Marlowe and maybe Pontic.
Yeah, Pontic, Marlowe, and then there's one other one. Actually, you maybe killed him. There's
I think we killed him. And by we, I mean a specific person.
no, I'm sure it was a group effort here.
I don't know nothing.
Good, that's what I pay you for.
Yeah, no.
You don't pay me.
It looks like
Exactly.
You killed the only other minor boss. So yeah, there are, and these kind of represent whole sections of like the populace and who runs it and how they run it and what their function is. So like there are probably several dozen mutants, that work for Marlowe. She probably has the largest number of mutants. Pontic has like some of the more powerful mutants and better equipped ones. He probably has like a couple of dozen mutants. And then Bjorn probably has like three or four dozen mutants, and then you probably have like two or three dozen mutants.
Okay, if you, Bossbjorn, move against the Chroniclers, how do you anticipate the other remaining bosses reacting? Will they stay out of the way or get involved?
I think that's why we have to strike with surprise and shock, and with all of our forces combined swiftly and immediately in a coordinated attack. If we do that, kill the Chroniclers, and take the Dawn Vault, the other bosses will have no choice, especially with us acting together and coming together under the assembly. Boss Pontic is a sycophant, and he only seeks to please the elder. He's a fool because the elder is near dead. I think that Boss Pontic won't matter soon. Boss Marlowe, on the other hand, she's a conformist. If she could, she would just follow along, and I think as soon as we take the Dawn Vault, you'll recognize our authority. My authority.
Okay. How about, in lieu of any other dramatic suggestions, what if we turned this one part plan of rushing the Dawn Vault into a 2-part plan, with that as the second part? I think we may be able to. You see, the Dawn Vault, right? They're entrenched there. It's as far as places that would be hard to attack. That's like kind of the place. I think we have an opportunity, and just one opportunity, to draw some of the intended targets out and possibly capture them without violence, even. Right? We've got these people, right? These robed figures approaching specifically your territory, which is very advantageous here. And we don't know no one knows what they're about. But they've been offering technology, right? This is an opportunity. We could, and by we I mean you, specifically not me, because we should keep our involvement secret over here. But I think that if you were to reach out to the chroniclers and possibly Pontic and say, hey, the robed figures have decided to make contact, but they will only negotiate, they will only speak to the leaders around here. And finger the chroniclers and say, hey, that's you guys. And say that they're offering us some kind of fancy technology that they've brought examples of, and so you'll need Pontic to come and have a look at it as well, right? Draw them over here to your territory where you're prepared and capture them, as many as we can. Then, maybe, fingers crossed, best case scenario, that's all the leverage we need over the remaining people in the Dawn Vault, and we can take it without shots being fired. If we do still have to storm the place, then there's less people in there.
All right. I would suggest, I think that this is a like manipulate, but I would give you I think that's a really cool plan, and I think you presented it well. I think it'd be like 2 extra dice.
Alrighty.
And this
Manipulate +2.
This will determine if he just wholesales all right, we'll do that. Or even a stunt.
Boop.
Got it. He thinks for a moment. Sits back down. Thinks. Looks back and he's like, we can't afford to lose a single person if we can help it. You're right to try to preserve every life we have. Because even after we take that Dawn Vault, even after we remove the chroniclers, we're going to have to deal with what's out there. We're out of food. I don't know if you were informed of that.
I know we're low, and we're trying to... My people and I, we've been in the dirt and the mud trying to fix that. I got some other irons in the fire, which I'd love to discuss with you after the immediate moment has passed.
I think it was good work what you all did with the hogs and the crops. That will help some of us. But mutants are going to start dying really fast. We'll start eating contaminated food and water again. The stock of food that we've subsisted on for years is gone. Boss Marlowe doesn't have any left. I'll do your plan. What will you do in the meantime to ensure that they don't act before we do? Before they... Well, I think that they'll end up finding some charge, probably for Sarah there, if I had to guess. Or that
Sorry, what was
fish
that?
man.
I think in that vein, it's a good idea for us to move with all haste. And as far as what we're gonna do, well, to be frank, you're the man with the combat experience. To be frank, I'm willing to put my gang's resources at your disposal when the time comes to start throwing weight around.
I think this is what it is. Yeah. So he brings a case out. He opens it. And inside is you can smell the strange ozone-like scent from the case. And while you have probably never experienced anything like this, out of character, it's sort of like sterile. It's clean. It has that new car smell. Like it's like clean, fresh from the factory, plastic, things like that. And inside of the case is a flawless, massive Magnum revolver with modules and components, like a scope that you can add, and lasers, and he says, "I have this artifact. This will be the ploy. I'll say that it was offered. I'll set things up so that they think that we have a couple of these cultists. I anticipate a problem. Boss Marlowe has one of the cultists. Possible that cultists might talk, including revealing that we don't actually have any kind of arrangement."
Maybe saying that the captured cultist is the instigator for them reaching out to us would be enough.
Say that again, sorry.
If we say that the reason that the robed figures are reaching out to us is because we captured one of their people, that might be enough to kind of wave that away. Because the guy they captured won't know anything about how they'd respond to his capture.
We can try. Now, out of character, Boss Bjorn will have to make a check. I'm going to do that in secret. So,
Money, no whammies.
what do you all do? This will all be happening that night.
Anyone have any suggestions?
Make a couple of roll.
I continue to crunch my cereal.
Understandable.
So your plan is to take hostages?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds so crass, but yes.
No, it's a standard deal. You take hostages. I mean, taking hostages is better than the alternative.
Yeah,
but if your plan is to take hostages, where are we going to put them?
well, that's a tomorrow problem.
No, it's a today problem, because if you grab a bunch of people and don't know where to put them, they'll just run away.
We have guns and people with guns. That solves that problem.
No, it doesn't, because if they run away and you shoot them, then you don't have hostages.
People who have guns pointed at them don't run away. This is how hostage taking works.
I think. All right, if that's your plan.
As long as there are guards around them, they're not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, let's see here.
So you have guards with guns who can. How many hostages are you planning on taking, and how many guards are you planning to have?
However many they get us, we should outnumber the opposition.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the idea being now, are you plan to be here for that?
I think so, but like with our guys concealed. So like once we're like, aha, it's a trap, then our team pulls out. Right? Our gangsters, so that we don't tip them off.
Okay, so concealed and then slipping away so that you don't get caught. Yeah, but you're gonna have your gang. You're gonna have your muscle with you.
I think that's the intent.
All right. Now there's
We
two.
gotta go
kind of-
hard.
there's like a mass combat type system in this game that will simulate some of these big kind of things where like all your mutants, and then there's like a zooming in because you're not a boss, like your literal role. You won't gain the mechanical benefits. So when we zoom in, it's going to be you and whoever else is working in concert with you. You know, so you won't have like your mutant characters, you acting as heroes and mutants. But here we are. He arranges it. He sends this information out. He sets everything up, and you wait. Now, do you all hide as well? Do you all hide, like not to reveal yourself, or are you kind of in the open, and then all of your mutants, your gang, Ivar's gang, the temple, are they hiding? Are you hiding as well?
I think that's the point. Yeah, to not tip them off that Bjorn is working with us too early.
Okay. There's one other check I need.
You can make it out to cash.
See. All right, here we go. So, this is all set up. You observe from the shadows. Somebody will need to make a. I think there's a check for this. What is it? Looking at Sarah's, it's sneak, but because you're doing it together and you've set this whole thing up, you can take help from the other two mutants. You can add 2 dice. Somebody will need to make a sneak check to see if you can remain concealed.
Me.
That sounds like you.
You
You want me to assist?
I think we're both assisting.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's
That's
good.
fine.
Yeah, you succeed. Nothing bad happens. All right. So you hide in the shadows. What was I gonna say? And you see this take place, and something bad happened. People in robes, not these people outside the wall, but your typical weirdos that stay near the Dawn Vault, like Chronicler Astra. They come along with some other mutants, and you hear the exchange, and Boss Bjorn is like, "Where's Pontic?" Like one of the big mutants is like, "Pontic's not able to make it." Bjorn's like, and he looks around and he waits for a moment, and he's like, and then all of a sudden they pull out weapons. They realize that the Chroniclers did not show up. Seems like the mole has a mole or something, but somehow chroniclers knew what was. Boss Bjorn filled his chroniclers.
Alas. Oh, a little dividing, a little conquering.
In the meantime, you are starting near Boss Bjorn's place. Let's do like just need something here. Just as a battle mat. And they all erupt in like gunfire. Oh, sorry, I don't know why that's so loud. Okay. And
And they just keep shooting. Really Boromiring the poor guy.
so you guys are hidden. Ratchet scampers off, of course. And I'll give you a couple of mutants here. So you at least have a retinue, you know?
Have you heard the term posse?
And need to grab some more mutants.
Okay, wait. I do want to push my sneak because I want to try and get a good sneak attack on the leader of this group.
Well, you're already hidden, so you can do that.
Keep in mind, if you push, you've already got 3 biohazards.
Oh, you pushed it anyway. Now, the cool thing
I did.
about pushing is you get a stun. So...
Yeah, so it's a +1 to sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that.
That's
get
all
some-
it is for sneak.
Some of these faked rogue figures here. And that's probably about the situation. You guys are like up on like a catwalk kind of situation going on here. Like here. And then they're down in that like long area with the pillars and the table. And the windows. And then you have like the entrance with some large pillars as well. Alright. Everyone rolls a d6, but you have an initiative thing on your character sheet also.
An initiative thing?
Yeah, I think it says, I think it has initiative on your character sheet. Maybe. Let me look here. It says...
They do a darn good job of hiding it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Maybe, anyways, it is a d6. Whoever's highest wins. What I have here.
5, but I want to get that sneak attack I was talking about.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Well, I rolled last, so that's good news. Alright. Sarah, you get 2 attacks, because you get,
Sweet!
well, everybody gets 2 attacks. Because everybody's hidden.
Surprise round, basically.
Yeah.
So the one that was like the leader guy that was like, pawn it couldn't make it. I want to blow that guy's head off.
Alright, that guy
That's what I'm aiming
is
for.
back here, and that is a, let's see. They are not in cover yet. Oh, actually, in this game, you do not act twice. You have +2 to your initiative. Sneak versus scout, ambush, tracker. Yeah, so you don't get 2 attacks. But anyways, you can still attack. And, but you can add aiming and leaning on, so it's a +3 dice to your attack. And this person is at near range, so +0.
Right.
This is not that large of a space.
I ain't playing that game. Push again! All the pushes!
Oh,
There
you
we
were
go.
really
That's
lucky
much
too.
better.
You didn't take any damage from that, including weapon damage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say except you just like evaporate this dude's head, probably.
Yes!
I mean,
That's what I was hoping for.
right? Yeah, you take the leader out. Everybody else can make your attacks too. What's everyone else doing? Rafferty, what are you doing?
Are we at what, short range or long range?
I'm gonna say. Nah, I should have said short range. Yeah, it's a short range. Yeah.
Okay, in which case I can get to them with only one maneuver. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, can I move my guy?
Oh no, you should be able to.
Paused.
I don't think I can.
Paused.
Oh, I'm paused. Yes, my bad. Here, let me fix that. Now can you move it? Oh, you got to go back to cursor select or the meeple. There you go. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to beat this guy up.
All right.
So that's one move. That means I did not seek cover. Because we only get one maneuver and one action, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so, yeah, and since I moved, I didn't go for cover. All right, I will now beat the ever-loving crap out of you. That's only one success, so that's only 1 point of damage.
Okay. You do one damage with your attack?
It's the first round of combat. Let's push that.
Okay.
Oh, I took some damage.
Okay.
But it's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
So I just run across the open terrain and just go crazy on this guy.
You see this lumpy, gnarly-looking mutant person. Everybody here looks like that, though. But they've put on chronicler robes, pretending to be a chronicler. And what do you use? Like, what are you clawing them with, or beating them up with?
I have raw, unbridled, scaly fists.
Okay, yeah, like crushing them, just like beating them in with these gnarled, bony fish.
A lot. I'm also like, a muscular fish man, so it's
Yeah.
like raising my arms high and just bashing on you.
All right.
Previous bodily harm. It's not pretty to look. Also, I'm ugly, hideous, and have low empathy. I'm a monster. I literally just a fish monster just jumps over the hill and just. In fact,
these two.
If I could, I would pick him up and throw him down on the ground, but I don't think I have enough points for that.
Yeah. These two, they turn towards you in fear, and then you just like smash into them the way you described. And you just hear this shuddering groan of a mix of fear and intense pain as you start breaking this person's bones apart.
Yeah, I'll burn you all and make you crispy.
What about the mold?
So, silly realization that I've had. I completely forgot that someone, not naming any names, used all my crossbow bolts. So I have no ammo. And I was going to ask if I could perhaps have said that I didn't forget that and made up some ammo previously, or I'm actually unarmed.
Yeah, no, because that's silly. I know what you mean. You would have definitely made crossbow bolts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, at least I didn't waste any of them.
No, they were totally well used for your cold-blooded murder.
Well, yeah, but each one was a kill.
Yeah. So how many crossbow bolts can I get?
Whatever you have an ability for that. However, it's like D6, right?
I don't know that I do.
Yeah, you have a thing that says you can make crossbow bolts. That's why you picked it. It's the.
I was informed by you that I could make crossbow bolts, which is why I picked it.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure.
I don't believe it's written anywhere on my sheet anyway.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not familiar enough with the rules to know anything beyond that.
I mean, that's what I'm going to say. I just don't want to shortchange it, so I'm going to check.
Well, 1d6 is fine.
It says that a gearhead with jury rig can make 4 arrows, but you must pass a jury rig check. Oh, okay.
Oop.
You did it. So you got 4 arrows.
Nice. All right, and then, in spite of the fact that I've just gained these here arrows, I was sort of curious if there was, is it probable or possible that I could entreat these here individuals getting shot and smacked to
absolutely.
Surrender?
Yeah, how do you do that?
I would simply like to say, you're outmatched. You can't possibly win this. Do not let the chroniclers sell your lives so cheaply.
All right. I'm going to give this person their help, and it will be a empathy check. This will be a contested check.
Could I use manipulate?
Yeah, absolutely. Now this person will
Hey.
get their 3 extra dice. Because they're with their people. So you got to beat 2.
Probably won't. But it was worth trying.
Yeah, they think that they're out here on a mission by the Elder himself from the Dawn Vault. So they're like zealots. Yeah.
Totally fair. I think that's my turn.
All right, these 2 are going to get to attack. You got some people with you. They are going to use some guns. Misses and hits for 1 damage. This will bring the grunt over here down to 1. Okay, meanwhile, these mutants over here, they all have, let's see, a bunch of attacks and stuff. Oh, I'm surprised. Okay, well, I won't use them right now. Maybe they're going to save their mutations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh. Okay, 2 of them hit. One of them takes this guy out. The other one just does 1 damage to this one over here and fires. So they fire, and then they move to cover. This one, on the other hand, his enforcer charges toward the kind of the lieutenant and tries to fight. He takes 2 points of damage. And
What's the explosion there?
that's gear. So if you push, so that's like a 1 on your gear. So if you pushed, and let's say you have a scrap pistol and it has 1 of 1 bonus, it'll lose the 1 bonus and it'll break. Bam. If it has like 3 of 3 on your crossbow, it'll go down to 2 of 3, and it'll affect your bonus to use it. So that's it's gear breaking. But you can fix stuff, and that's one of the huge things you can do. Nobody else can do that. Anyways, he is going to use his stunt to cause more damage and work in concert with his lieutenant, because they're very well trained to do these things, to take out a 3rd one of these folks. And now it is finally their turn to act. And let's see. This mutant here is like an insectoid, and it has like the carapace, and otherwise is a person, and it just like skitters toward the nearest target to attack. Is not very good at attacking, to be honest. But tries valiant. This one, on the other hand, succeeds. And she takes a point of damage. And then lastly, we got 2 down, 1 left down here that runs towards Slade and tries to attack Slade with a melee weapon and misses. And it's back to you all. Slade, what do you do since you're up in the front there?
A sec. You struck at me, so I'm going to go ahead and defend myself, which is an option I can do. And let's see. I don't know how to put my bonuses into this. Should I put them in gear or skill? Or does it matter?
I don't think it matters. Well, skill then, actually, because gear will, if you push gear, it'll break your gear. If you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing happened to you.
Yeah.
If I roll really good on my defense roll, I can do bad things to you, but I didn't roll good enough. So we just miss each other. We look incompetent.
You didn't get any 1s in case you want to push, but then you might end up with all 1s.
No, it's fine.
Knocked unconscious. So
it's fine. He missed me. That's the important. And also, it's my turn again. Or do we roll initiative again?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll just beat you up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when I roll to beat you up, you can also roll your fight dice in response.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Let's see. He has one piece of gear. I dragged these from a different place, so they're not.
Okay.
Alright, you got his
Well, I
book.
have one success and you have none. So you take 1 point of damage unless you want to push.
Sure. Yeah, he'll push. He takes a bunch of damage and gets knocked out, but he inflicts a damage on his way down.
Well, no. When you defend yourself, your successes subtract from my successes.
Oh,
So
okay.
I did 1 point, and you defended for 1 point, so hooray! But in the process, you injured yourself for 2 points, and I guess knocked yourself out.
Yep.
Okay, so basically it's us fighting on this scrap pile with me blocking, with me punching and him blocking, and I guess he just falls over. And, because it happens in action movies. It's
You
like,
punched him so hard that he blocked it and hit himself in his own face.
Yeah, well, I would think I hit him so hard that he stumbles backwards and falls over onto something and didn't get his tetanus shots. But yeah, all right, that's it.
Awesome.
As my since I didn't have to move anywhere, I will go ahead and take cover because I'm in melee with no one and there's a bunch of angry people over there. I'll take cover.
All right. Yeah. And what about Sarah?
Are there any leader type looking people left, like that guy with something sticking out of his head?
Sadly for these people, they're just these people in robes, so I think you can take your pick.
There's a normie and a bug man who doesn't seem to do a lot of damage.
I hate bugs. I want to kill the bug man.
All right.
Doodle-doo. Skadoosh.
All right. He is going to use his insectoid feature to burn a mutant point. Because I think what that does is 2 damage, so he takes 1 damage instead.
What if I push it? Push it real good.
Uh-oh.
Alright, that's an extra point of damage.
Now he's dead.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, Scott, gotcha.
All right. The mole.
All right, I think I'm gonna take a shot at this here remaining guy. Yeah, don't do that so much, but
Actually,
I click
my
on-
bad. There are, in fact, 2 left. I apologize. These 2 right here.
I thought that the guy in the south there was the one who was just
Oh,
killed
yeah.
in
My
Mortal
bad.
Kombat
He
with
was,
Rafferty.
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Why does he keep
Oh.
hitting himself?
So to shoot the crossbow, I just click on the crossbow and roll.
Yeah, that should do it. It should work. Nice. All right. How much damage is it? It's just 1 damage, right?
Just the 1 damage.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. These 2 will try shooting. I didn't update their gear, so I have to do it this way. Actually, they probably have shoot is right. All right. So yeah, they managed to take out the last attacker. Now there's these dead bodies everywhere. And Bjorn, he comes up into the middle of the room. He looks back to his gang and he's like, "Everyone here knew that tonight was coming. It was all just a matter of time. And now, time has run out completely. The rest of the bosses, they'll converge on the Dawn Vault, or they'll answer to the Chroniclers and come and kill us all. If you would like instead, you can join me and take the Dawn Vault." And then he turns and just walks out the door, and all his grunts are like, "Ah," and they walk after him to join him, and join. And what you do, however, left up to you. But it seems like Bjorn is taking his entire gang to march on the Dawn Vault.
I think it seems like we should back him up.
Very well. His gang simply just does a forward assault, just put one on the bush here, put one behind this wall, one over here, And now, this doesn't necessarily like directly represent your position, okay? Because I imagine you probably just wouldn't walk, literally in the open road. You can imagine in the background that your gang is involved in this to the extent that you want. They can help in the assault, but you can see Bjorn and his lieutenant and his inner circle directly assaulting the front gate of the vault. You can hear gunfire from inside and 2 mutants under cover on the outside, and scrap pistols and bow and arrows and crossbow bolts crisscross throughout the night. You hear screaming and yelling and everything, and flashes of light. What do you do?
Is this doorway the only feature of ingress?
Yes. I think you could probably make a check for that if you wanted to try to see. You could make a scout check.
I hear that Sarah's good at some things.
I am good at some things. I will happily scout the building. Oh, that's not one of the things I'm good at, though. Find the path? Would that work?
I'm good at scouting buildings. I can go ahead and do this.
All right. If you can think of a way to help, you could add some dice too.
Sarah has been here a few times. Has been into the vault.
Yes, I quite literally just brought stuff the other day.
Okay, yeah, maybe you tell him some different things you know about it. So I don't know if you added a die to that, but you can.
I didn't. I'll go ahead and just roll another die. Okay, I have 1 success. So
right.
hey, look, it's a building.
Okay, well, you could ask one question about the building and I'll answer it.
Crap. We think our bad guy's in there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All of them.
All right. What's the I guess I would say, what's the weak point to getting into the building?
Let's see. There we go.
You know, because before, the Great Apocalypse, they used to build buildings to things called codes, where they had to have secret exits in case the building collapsed or caught on fire. These days, we're lucky if the building stands up in the first place.
Right. Maybe because you're an outsider from the people. Because you're from the wasteland, right? You're from the zone.
Yeah, well, I'm from the watery part of the wasteland,
Yeah.
so I've seen a lot of underwater buildings.
Exactly.
They're usually in better shape than the above water buildings.
So, based on what Sarah tells you, you're able to determine what you just said, which is to say that you think it might be possible to make it into this place via a what's the word I'm looking for?
Steam tunnel?
I'm thinking a vent. So the problem with this place, the problem with this mausoleum is how intentionally archaic it is. It's an underground stone structure, and that's part of why it's the Dawn Vault as well. Is it's this big underground place, and there is only one way in. That's like one of the main features of it. However,
But they have to let air in, so
Yes.
yeah, they would have a vent.
exactly.
We would need a way to get through that vent. Does anybody have a cutter or a bomb?
I agree with this.
Yeah,
Given
I'm looking
that it's
at
a
the gear.
mausoleum, would the vent be that well protected, or would it just be carved to let air through?
It might have iron bars. That's why. Do you have a cutter or a bomb? Who's the gearhead?
I don't think I have either of those. I might have like a manual screwdriver. I could try to just unscrew it.
Oh, that's better than nothing. Let's go take a look at it and see what it looks like.
Do we know where these vents lead? Because
They're
just
usually
like
on the roof, I would think. So we'd have to climb up to the roof without getting spotted.
And I bet they lead inside.
yeah, but that's my like if we're just paratroopering behind enemy lines and we're just immediately surrounded and get killed, you know.
Well, we
So-
could have a distraction. I mean, it looks like they didn't clear out the foliage.
So it's true that you're not sure where this would lead, but Slade, you're confident that you see the indications of what would be a ventilation, like a shaft that you could probably enter. You're correct also that you're probably going to need a way to get it open.
And if we're lucky, it doesn't go straight to the crematorium, although I doubt it's currently on.
right. Well, I'll sick our gangsters and I'll tell them to go do whatever Bjorn says, and let's make our way over to this vent.
Okay.
We might have to climb up to the rooftop. How are you guys fixed for climbing?
I'm cute.
Do we have to climb?
You
up to
won't
the
be
roof?
after you fall off the roof.
Wouldn't be the first time I died that way.
You're able to help each other up, especially with Slade, and then getting up to the top. However, when you find this vent, it is covered and secured. You're going to need to try to get it open.
Yeah.
Secured by what?
Did they weld it shut?
I'm imagining like one of those like shuttered covers, like and that it's metal. So like a vent / grate. So you're gonna have to try to get this metal piece off.
Right, but it's probably bolted on, not welded on. So that's something to get out with the tools.
Is it attached by like screws or what have you, or something a little more permanent?
Yeah. If you have tools, you can probably get it open. Do you have tools?
I have
Well,
my stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing specific.
All right.
alternative, if it is, could I, with my pyrokinesis, heat up and melt the parts holding the vent in?
Sure. So let me kind of frame some options. One is you could just use plain old tools. The downside to that is time will pass, and I will see if you're noticed and end up coming under fire while you're on top of a rooftop with no cover. But there's only a chance of that happening. That's not guaranteed, but time will pass. The other option is, you could do something like burn it off. Obviously working in concert, to try to pull it off and use tools, I imagine.
I'd say if you're willing to do that, then apply some heat and have Fishman kick it in, and that should do it.
Well, we should have them yank it out so they don't get alerted that we're coming in behind them. But yeah. So I think we're going to go that route.
Okay.
So that's 4 mutation points.
You can do that.
So I imagine there's 4 things holding it in.
Yep, you burn it off. And you're able to make your way down this shaft.
All right, we're die-harding it, boys.
Making my way down shaft, falling fast.
Slade, this is really uncomfortable. You're worried at a certain point that you might actually get stuck in this thing. Sarah and Mole are able to shimmy down pretty well, but eventually you make it down and you find yourself somewhere else. And someone is just absolutely just shocked and confused to turn around and see somebody come out of a hole in the ceiling that they've never seen anything come in or out of, except maybe large rats before. And you just plop on top of this thing here, all 3 of you, a tomb. It's lit here by candles, and you see across from you a grunt, a defender of the Dawn Vault. They are definitely surprised, so you get a plus 2 to your initiative. You can roll a d6. Somebody's got to get a 5 or a 6.
I got a 3.
Oof.
I got a 4, which plus 2 is 6.
It's
You got it.
Nice.
Yeah, all right, you're able to act first. And actually, it looks like all of you all... No, you got a 1, which is a 3.
I got a 4.
And you got a 4, which is a 6. So yeah, the Mole and Slade...
No, I have a 2 plus 2 is 4.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so it would go Mole, and then this person, and then Slade, and then Sarah. So, Mole, what do you do?
I think I'm gonna shoot him. Can I aim, lean against something? What are all the things I can add?
I don't think there's anything on top of this right now that you could do that with. You could hop behind it, and then I guess gain the benefits of cover and an aim. But let me make sure. I think that would take your action. It says your no. I'm sorry. That's your maneuver. So yeah, you can.
I accept those terms.
You could do that. You can hop back behind this, take cover, but you can't aim in the same round. So you can only either aim or take cover and then act.
I think I'd like to aim.
You can do that.
So is that a +1?
Yeah, you get a +1 when you aim. Yeah.
All right. Boop. Wow, look at that.
Oof.
You've got to push it, push it.
I could push it, which I think I will.
I think it's probably
Oop.
a lot quieter in here. All right. You do hit them. Oof. You take
Didn't go great.
damage. Yeah. And let's see. this
Credit in
person-
hindsight.
takes a crossbow bolt. It is their turn. They actually going to try to run and warn everyone else in here.
It makes total sense.
So let's see. They're going to try to flee. So they're going to take a move check. Roll to move. They are near. Unfortunately, they're like right next to you. So it's going to be at a -1. They have no skill in it. They pass.
Well, isn't it -1?
Or, I'm sorry, yeah, -1. So, yeah, never mind, they wouldn't get that. Alright, so they are unable to make it out, and that's their action. And, let's see here.
Fish face.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, time. Let's deal with him harshly. Let's see.
Okay, let's see.
I will move up and attack. You may
Alright.
defend yourself rolling your fight dice, and you're a grunt, which means you might actually have fight dice.
Yep.
Okay, nothing from me, and nothing
Nothing
from
for
you.
him.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other people behind me. I'll let that stay.
Very well. Alright, Sarah.
I'm going to lunge at him and like try to grab him around the throat because I'm going to pyrokinesis him up to death.
Oh, okay. That'll be a grapple attack on this turn.
How do I do that?
It says that, let's see, you have to do a fight check, is what it says. Yeah, fight check. So it's just like a regular fight check,
Okie dokie.
and he'll get to defend.
I got one.
All right, looks like he failed, and while grappled, he cannot defend against any other attacks. Wow, that's kind of huge. You get a +2 modification, and you can't use a. While grappling someone, you can only grapple. Okay. They can't defend. You can't use a weapon, and you get a +2 modification. What it says.
Well, so for pyrokinesis, I have to be within I have to be within touch range to actually burn someone. So while he's grappled, can I burn him?
You can, but you just used your action, so you have to do it next time, anyways.
Okay.
And I'm trying to see. Grapple attack. No other action requiring physical movement. While pinned, your opponent can perform no other action. Okay. But let's see. We're back to the top of the round with Mole, I think.
Okay, this raises some questions. What does our restrained friend here have access to? Is he still able to hurt us, or is he kind of incapacitated at the moment?
It says that he can perform no action requiring physical movement. So I would include a
He can only hurt your feelings.
melee. Yeah, exactly.
Well, unfortunately, I can take feelings damage.
It's true. What he's going to try to do, emotional damage. Yeah. What he's going to try to do is get out of this. That's his entire goal and action on his turn. So.
Okay, here's my thought.
you
I think I'm
realize-
gonna go over to this door and kind of hold it shut and make sure everything's going great over there.
Ooh, Yeah.
And I'd like to turn back to our restrained friend and say, I think this is a good time to yield.
Ooh. You can make your whatever your manipulate.
Manipulate.
Yeah, he does so, and he says, "Okay, easy. Look, wait a second." He looks at you and he's like, "You're the mole.
I am the mole.
I've heard of you. You're one of Boss Ivar's lieutenants." This one. What are you doing here?
Well,
What's going on out there?
I hate to say it, but the big bosses are kind of having a disagreement, and unfortunately, everyone's kind of getting caught in the middle. Right now, best thing for everyone is you just kind of keep your head down here.
What are you gonna do?
Let go,
you psychopath!
I am not gonna let go.
Yeah, put him in the barrel over there, please.
No, let me go!
Shush,
Put him in a barrel.
Yeah, there's a barrel.
Jeez. Okay.
Can I like grab his tongue and do 1 damage of fire damage to his tongue so he'll stop talking?
Oh, jeez.
Don't murder.
I'm not murdering him. I'm just
Don't
shutting him
torture.
up.
Yeah, there's no reason to torture anybody.
But he's
There's
loud.
just nothing going on.
Well, that's why you put him in the barrel and then put the other barrel on top of the first barrel, and we try to remember to get back to him later.
You find that
Alright.
there's a sufficient number of barrels, objects, and options such that you don't actually have to immolate someone's tongue while they're alive.
All
And
right.
then Sarah's like, I'm not what they say I am. I don't know.
Sarah would never say that.
Right. Exactly. This is
Okay,
true,
so
too.
follow-on question, because now we've entered my domain. We're underground, bitches. Who leads the chroniclers? Is that like Astra? Is there a head chronicler?
Yeah, Chronicler Astra.
I would like to use my tracker ability
Okay.
for 1 mutation point to track Astra. Follow the trail of a person or monster like a bloodhound. Costs 1 MP per day.
I'm gonna create a breadcrumb trail here to show you exactly, and this tells you. You can see that. So moving this way, she is that way and down.
That's unfortunately far.
You can hear distant echoes, of gunfire and yelling and shouting and stuff.
Gosh.
You can see that there are some mutants that have kind of gathered around here in the candlelight. It looks like they're trying to guard that way in.
I don't suppose... How reasonable is it that we could possibly bluff our way through?
I mean, you can
Are we
try.
like... I know that... I realize that you can try is the correct answer, but like, are we immediately... Do we get a sense that we're immediately identifiable as like hostile combatants, or is it possible that we're just like other mutants hanging about,
I think it's kind of like probably the people here don't realize who the enemy is, so to speak. They don't know that you're like attacking or whatever, but you also aren't authorized to be here. This isn't some place that you would usually be hanging out at night. So they would be wondering why you're here for sure.
Okay.
At
Oh,
best,
we could-
during an attack, it might be harder.
Mhm.
What I'm hearing is that we could rush up to them in a panic, panting like we've been running for a while, and be like, quickly, back to the storeroom, there's someone in there, or whatever the fuck this room looks
Yeah, I
like.
think if we point back and say like they're coming in through the vents, we could maybe get just the moment we need to kind of
Knock them out from behind.
dart past them.
Yeah.
Or that.
Hopefully, if we could get to Astro, we might be able to just end it. Like,
Oh,
Get
we're
her to
definitely gonna
yield.
end it.
after that. You can old yeller her later. Okay. Any objections?
I think so. I think that, and you tell me, but I think this would be like one manipulate check, and you could get your 2 help on it because this is like a scheme that y'all are doing.
I would appreciate the help. Any objections, or is this the plan?
I'll
I think
help
that's
by
the
not
plan.
helping.
I
Great,
mean,
excellent.
the running and the panting bit, and oh
Yeah.
no, and all that.
That's also difficult for me to do because I'm in tip-top physical shape.
This is true. Yeah.
Well, you've been fighting. You look like you've been in some combat. You know, it's not unreasonable to say that if we aren't being immediately hostile to them, they might assume we're on their side.
All right. Here
Plus,
it goes.
I mean, you're a fish man on land, so of course breathing's hard.
Fish out of water.
Right, you
Alright,
see
yeah.
around you here a archaic stone mausoleum with like like an angel or something looming over what some kind of stone slab, and places here with urns and stuff. Most of this stuff has been smashed. There are sconces here that actually do hold stuff made of maybe some of the hog fat and different things that have been found to make makeshift torches. There are a bunch of mutants nearby. In fact, the largest concentration of them that you can see. There are a bunch down here, which probably didn't hear you because they currently are worried about something straight across from them. And meanwhile, over here, you can see that there are a bunch of mutants. There are 4 of them guarding this way in. So.
Yeah, but I'd just like to run in and say, quick help, they're coming in through the vents in the room over that way.
All right, make your manipulate check with +2 dice.
All right. Boop, boop. Oh no.
Ooh.
Strictly speaking, I should definitely push it, but it might end me.
I believe in you.
Or you can just murder everyone, I guess.
Everyone keeps yelling at me about that, so
Now, I
you
do
should
want to
push it.
note that these mutants have mutant powers too. That's something that, to be clear,
I'm
hasn't
pushing it.
come up yet. But, oh no!
Rip.
Are you okay? Are you dead?
I'm alive. I'm just not very empathetic anymore.
Oh yeah. If you lose one more, you just collapse from depression.
Yeah, it's hard.
You're
Speaking
seeing
of-
everything you care about just like crumble around you, and your
It's
best
pretty
friend is
bad,
gone.
yeah.
So bad. Okay, and then what's worse is you are outnumbered and surrounded. And but they this one comes up, and they're like they train weapons on you. This fella here, and they're like, you came in through that old vent shaft. Nice try. Why don't you put your weapons down and give up?
Making nothing but good points. I think I would like to introduce you to my public relations officer over here, Mr. Fishman, who has my response.
I guess I'm beating everyone up.
Murder's the response.
Yeah, so
I legit thought you were gonna name me.
All right, everybody can roll a d6 again. You just gotta beat a 3. Nice.
Speaking
I
of
did.
rolling,
All right, everybody goes. All right, starting with
speaking of rolling
Slade.
numbers, do I have to roll for the mutation I used?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and same with Sarah. You need to roll 3 mutation dice.
Hey, look at that, a 6.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Is that
There
one
we
that goes off? I think is when you get a 6. I think.
No, it just
Is it
it
a
just
1?
worked.
Okay, see this guy here? I'm going to murder you hand to hand. You may roll your fight dice to defend.
Hold on. Hold on just a second. Yeah.
Okay.
You got no, it's on a 1. Okie dokie. Sorry. What about
I got
Sarah?
a 5, a 3, and a 3.
Okay, yeah, so nobody does any weird mutant stuff. Okay, so you're gonna try to murder this guy.
But then I go up to 16 mutation points.
You can go up to 10 if you mean from where you like failed a bunch of times.
Yeah, because I got an 11, so I got 11 points, right? Or
Yeah, so you went up to 10 and then you used 4 and now you're at 6, right? Yeah.
okay.
It caps out at 10.
Your mom caps out at 10. What?
All right. So what does that say? It's
all right.
I cancel 1 out. Is that right?
Yeah, so I do 2, but you cancel it, so it's down to 1. So take 1 point of damage. Does that take you out? I don't think 1 will take you out.
Does not take him out. And in fact,
right.
he has.
He has
Shake
armor?
it off.
Right, because he's a grunt. No, yeah. So I just run up, and we, punch, block, punch, and I hit him in the sternum. And he doesn't care,
All right.
and we're done.
Okay, everybody else, you can also act.
I'm gonna pounce on this guy over here and pyrokinesis him in the face as hard as I can.
You use all 6?
I'm gonna use 3 because that seems to be what kills everybody.
You use 3. Does it? What is it? Does 3 damage?
I
think it does.
Yeah, 1 point per MP. Armor has no effect.
That is not enough to kill him, but I can say you can use 4. Or you can just keep like burning him if you want.
I will use 4 then.
Okay. You see Sarah just like, and then there's somebody like immolates and they ignite and they start dancing around on fire. Sarah is totally not
In her element?
No, she's sane. She's not what people claim about her. It's
She's a
Sarah would never
sociopath.
hurt a
not
fly.
crazy.
yeah.
I didn't hurt a fly. I hurt an asshole.
I'd be afraid to argue with you. The mole.
I think I'd like to back up a healthy distance. And can I shoot the gentleman that Rafferty is in mortal combat with?
Let's see here. I mean, I think yes, but I'm trying to see here. Looking range.
I'm looked, and for some reason, you claim cover. They don't have claiming cover from other people as a maneuver. You think that there would be that, but I would argue that since we've won the initiative, you wouldn't have. I would agree. I think you should be able to take cover behind other people because that makes sense to me. We also beat him on the initiative, so he hasn't had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I usually, I mean, I don't know to state the obvious. I made like a cheat sheet because there's a lot of rules. So I try to favor if anything's big for me, I'll favor in terms of what's more generous. I don't know, like it doesn't feel good to get rules wrong and then also make it harder to me. So I don't know of anything that says that you can't hit or that you would accidentally hit, your ally. So
All right, in that case, I think
Accidentally.
I will.
I mean, if he was grappling me or maneuvering me, I would say there'd be a chance, but he's not.
yeah.
And can I aim?
You can take an action to aim, yeah. Or I'm sorry, the maneuver. Yeah, no, because you moved.
I did move.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll roll mud hits. That's a 1 for 1 damage.
All right. He takes 1 damage.
And
He gets to
that
shake
ends
it.
my turn. I thought he already shook it.
Yeah.
You can shake an infinite number of times.
Wow. That's
I don't know that
probably
you
why
need
they
to
put
keep up
these.
with them.
That's probably why they put these tanks here. Right here in this hallway, and be like,
Yeah. Hey, if I want to be able to shake an infinite number of times.
it's true too.
So you can do that as much as you want. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah.
Shake it
There's
off.
also the chance that he might actually hurt himself doing it.
Shake it off, shake it off.
Anytime you suffer any trauma of any kind, but you can't use it against if you did a push. If you did a push, you take it. And all right, here it goes. He's going to try to shake it off. Taylor Swift. He shakes it off.
What a nerd.
Taylor
I
Swift.
put a lot of hard work into that crossbow bolt.
Don't worry, we'll take it out of him later.
All right, now it's their turn. Interestingly, this person here has a problem. I'm going to check their gear. He only has melee weapons and cannot get to the fight. He is going to open this door, this stone door he slides open with his action, and then he runs off up that corridor and leaves it open. Yeah. These two are going to try to fight Slade.
Brant, I'm not afraid of you.
And a spiked bat. And you can shake it off too, right?
So the first guy attacks me and gets 1 success and hits me. All right. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to push. I'll go ahead and take the hit. Let me see if I can shake it off.
Shake it off, shake it off. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, yeah, you did.
I am extremely tough.
It has no stunts.
And the second does the second guy miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
He breaks his bat actually, or
Right.
damages it.
And the first guy, it's
They see this hulking fish man just like mauling people and like slamming up against the stone walls, and the masonry like shakes and like splinters and smoke of splintered stone fills the air and everything, and you guys are fighting each other. And these mutants too are like hulking as well. They're just not as big as Slade. Like Slade's a big boy. You got these other two big boys, but this one over here, the lieutenant, he sees Sarah, and immediately he's like, "They were right about you. I knew it. It was you all along."
And then he dies.
And then he just dies like that. He has something really terrifying, to be honest. Up the tier.
No, he's
Must
a bloodbender.
look the victim in the eye.
Well, that would be really impressive since I hide my face.
That's true. All right, fair enough. He tries to look you in the eye. He's going to try to grab you to do that. So it's going to be a... You can contest him with a fight check. There we go. Oof. He's going to try to restrain you.
Yeah.
Grapple you. All right.
Haha!
Yeah, that does not work. All right, and it's back to you all again.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yes. It's you,
I've
then
got to
me,
beat
then
this
Kara.
guy up. So, yeah. Another strike against you.
All right.
That's a hit, unless you block it. You also get a fight check.
Oof.
I'll let that ride. I'm not pushing for that.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right, back to you all. Sarah, what do you do?
I'm gonna while this dude is trying to grapple me, I'm gonna shove my twin barrel up under his chin and pull the trigger.
All right. You are good at doing that.
Very good.
So I do 5 damage. How's his head looking?
Yeah, you just put the barrel under it, like he tries to grapple you, and you push him off, and then you just take the gun and stick it under his chin and blow
Oh
his
no,
head
not
off.
even push him off. Like he grabs me and then it's just like boom, right under his chin, and there goes his brains.
All right, Mole, what do you do?
Can I drink water?
Yeah.
I would like to drink water.
I'll even say that can be your maneuver. It's use item. Yeah, so that's a maneuver.
All right. Well, I have nothing planned for my action. A little low on ammo, so
You can also do 2 maneuvers on your turn instead of an action if you prefer. Including
I don't
take
have
cover,
I don't have any.
pick something up, reload, step closer.
Do these guys who we defeated have any weapons on them of
Yeah,
interest?
this guy here has a scrap knife and a scrap axe.
What's the difference between those?
The scrap axe is basically the same, except it does more damage.
I'd like to take that scrap axe.
I'm gonna just drop it right in your gear and just bam.
Love to hear it.
So there you. It didn't let me. Never mind. I thought I was being cool.
That'll teach you to have beliefs.
Weapons, scrap, axe. There you go. You got a scrap axe. Oh, you're over encumbered now with your.
Oh my, it's so heavy and I'm so weak. What does the encumbrance do to me? I just can't move.
Duh. Yeah, I can't
Because
remember.
if it's like I can't travel over land, I'll take it for now.
Right. Let me see.
Ooh, it's got some nice damage too.
Yeah, it does really good damage.
Wait a minute. Can I walk over to Rafferty and hand it to him?
Yeah, let's see if
I'm a little busy, but thank you.
It does 3 damage.
sadly, and this is why I wanted to check. I think that you simply cannot actually do it. You are too encumbered.
Dang. All right. Well, scrap axe.
But you could point that out to Rafferty, and suddenly Rafferty could have a.
Yeah, I mean, you could just drop it.
Or
and,
I could
Just
just
3
drop
damage.
like. Could I just like
I'll say you
drop
use
the
your action
crossbow
just.
instead or something such?
I mean, like, I don't want to be silly about it. I'll say, you can take your. Let's see. Since you moved on the next turn, you can basically just kick it over to him.
I didn't really move yet. Could I just do all that as a part of like my movement plus action?
Yeah, sure.
Or no, that's right. You said I moved to drink the water. However you wanted you to get it.
Yeah, it's no big deal. You just kick it over to him. Bam.
Alrighty.
A scrap axe is nearby you now, Slade.
And I end my turn.
All right. They're going to get to attack. They are fighting for their lives. You also see Mole behind you. You suddenly hear a noise. A stone door opens and someone appears behind you. And these two are going to just keep trying to fight this hulking fish man. Looks like you don't even need to roll to try to defend against that. Oh, wait. I did it wrong, but I won't redo it. This guy has a scrap axe. He's going to try to attack you with.
Unfortunately, I have developed scrap axe technology.
That's Slade, if you want to defend against that.
I do.
Man, these axes are real gnarly. 3 damage. Holy smokes. I don't know if you want to try to shake it off.
Let's see. No, instead,
This is a good mix. You got a tank, you got DPS, you got gear, like a
Okay.
utility person.
I'll take the hit. In fact, I'll take 2 points of damage. Instead of using my point to block damage, I'll use my point to disarm you.
Oh, you can do that?
That's an option listed. It doesn't say I actually have to win. It says defense. You knock or pull a weapon or other object from your opponent. So I assume that when he hits me with the axe, it's like I'll take the hit, but twist the axe onto the ground.
Yeah, okay, that's wild. I
Pull
like
the
how
axe out
dynamic
of your
it is.
own chest.
I mean, this is like an action movie where he
Yeah,
runs up
exactly.
and he,
I
like,
love it.
well, I imagine that when he hits me, I grab it with both hands and it comes into my shoulder, and then I twist and flip it, and he decides instead of falling down that he lets go of the axe.
Yeah, I mean it's
And
huge
then-
because that lowered your strength, which you need to attack. So that's huge. Like, I like
Well,
it.
now
It's
let-
really action.
Now let me try to shake that off.
Oh, that's right. Nice. You do, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll shake it off. So, and just
Maybe like he chops it into your fish skill, and you're just like, and then you pull it out or something.
I
don't
like this jacket.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's their turn. It's back to you.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
gentlemen, we have a mission objective. I want that man there to die.
I'm gonna use a maneuver to pick up the scrap axe that you threw at me earlier.
I need to resolve
gonna hit-
something off screen real quick.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick that axe up that's at my feet as a maneuver, and then as an action, I'm going to embed it in the guy who just tried to kill me.
Awesome. Awesome.
This is a 3 gear bonus.
Yes. I can
All
just
right.
drop it on your sheet just real quick so you can click on it. I have it right here.
All right. Okay.
Scrap.
Wow, I
axe,
have a
bandit
whopping
guy.
1 success. I am not rolling good at all.
I
you
mean,
see all the fight.
that
you see all the
hits.
fight dice I'm rolling?
That hits, and
Well, you get to defend yourself. You still get to roll your
I'm
fight
sorry.
dice.
Thank you. That's right. I forgot. Okay, here we go. He fails, and no, he.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
a-
He
that's a-
succeeds. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
you see how crap I'm rolling today. All right, I'm done. I haven't hit anybody yet. They're doing more damage. They're injuring themselves attacking me more than I'm hurting them.
It's kind of cool in a way, though. To be honest, like that in and of itself is kinda neat.
I build a tank, so it's kind of like that's my job is to stand here and let people hurt themselves on me. All right, I guess I'm done.
Right. You can see that there are figures and shadows appearing down. You hear more and more yelling, and it sounds like the firefight is growing much closer to you now. You're like a door sliding open somewhere further away.
Sarah, could I compel you to murder this man?
Which man?
The man in our way. We
The
gotta
one that
give him a
They've
most.
been fighting for like 10 minutes?
Yeah. If you could finish him off, that'd be great.
Alright.
So that we could get on our way here.
I want to like come over here and lean on this thing. So I get some support.
You have to pick one, because you can only do
I have
one
to do
action
one,
and
yeah.
one maneuver. But you can move over there and do that next time.
Damn. Then I'm just gonna move over there and not lean and just like blow his fucking brains out.
All right.
Cause I choose violence.
All right. He will
All
try
right.
to shake it off. And he's going to push.
And he's gonna take 5 damage to the skull.
Oof. He just took all the damage he needed after that shake it off to everything else to... Yeah. He probably gets shot and then, like, in the head, probably a chunk of his head comes off. He's like, ooh! You know, this is like a big hulking dude. And, like, he like, tries to shake it off. And then, like, that just makes it worse, and something spurts out of his head, and then he just falls over and slumps against this.
Has like a
stone
fucking
wall.
aneurysm. Just
Yeah.
fucking.
All right, Mole.
All right, I would like to pass through this new opening space and basically continue the chase for this lady we're looking for. How
All right.
far can I get?
You can go. You can change your distance. So I'll say that you can make it all the way to the top of the flight of the stairs over here.
Is that where she
By-
is, past the stairs?
She is down the stairs in another
Down the
room, down below.
As I pass by the door, can I do something to jam it?
Yeah, sure. Not if you want to go that full distance. You would have to just come to the door and then do that.
I'm willing to slow down a little bit, yeah.
All right.
Maybe just like bash the doorknob with my crossbow and go like, yeah, that's probably enough.
You do that. You jam it shut. You slam the stone door shut and then jam the where it would hinge, with like a crossbow bolt or something. Okay,
Yep.
let's see. It's
Now
their
end my
turn.
turn.
This one's gonna run up and try to attack Sarah with its scrap axe.
But I have scrap armor on, so do I? Well, he didn't even fucking hit
Yeah.
me, so it doesn't matter.
Armor, you get gear dice, and you can roll additional dice, a fourth pool of d6s, to see if it reduces damage. I forgot to mention that, Slade. I don't know if you have Chitin armor that you
I'm
should.
not. Am I wearing armor? Okay.
Well, we all got scrap armor earlier.
Okay. How much is scrap armor?
It's like 4 points.
It's rating 4 of 4.
Yeah, let me see
Okay.
if I can take that scrap
At what step do I roll that?
every time you're hit. I apologize. Yeah, you.
Okay. Do I roll the shake it off first? Because that's free.
No,
Shake it off to hurt you, right?
It would be before shake it off.
Okay.
The armor happens every time you're hit. Like,
Okay. I'll start rolling that first, I guess.
Yeah. The armor's free. I can just repair that.
Oh, here it is. Armor.
I'm like, oh.
There you go. Scrap armor. You got it now.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, he missed. All right. So these two are going to try to hit with spiked bat.
Is that against me? Okay.
That's against you.
He's
hold
only
on, I got-
fighting one person, right?
That's right. Only fighting one person.
Okay. Hold on. Of all that, I only have one success. But that's enough to stop you, isn't it?
That is, yeah. And
I'll stop you.
all right. Let's see here. Got some fighting going on down here. Oof. Let's see if she can actually. Spores makes victim's eyes sting.
Oh.
MP suffer 1 point of fatigue. Okay, so that's just gonna slow him down. And then sprinter. That doesn't help. You hear some of the gunfire noise start to die out down this a ways. Anyways, he is going to use his extreme reflexes with 1 mutant point to attack a second time.
Who's he attacking me?
Yeah.
Bad idea, but let's do it.
Indeed. I think it was a terrible idea. Yep, that does nothing. And I think that's it. I think we're back at the top of the round again. You all able to fight?
Yes, I'm gonna kill Spike Bat guy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my thing.
All right.
Spiker Man.
Looks like he is able to endure it. Sarah.
Also, I had a explosion with gear. What does that mean?
Oh, you're fine unless you push it. Nothing happens unless you push.
Oh, okay. So the gear would break if I pushed.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm done. I can't hit it. Look at all these dice, and I can't hit anybody.
Yeah, it's whiffing pretty bad.
I think you got a 1 in 6. Statistically speaking, 1 in 6 dice rolls.
But
See,
you know,
I know.
your job though. You did really.
you're doing
Yeah,
a
no, it's just-
So
fantastic.
there's that.
Yeah, we're just hacking at each other, bat to axe.
All right, Sarah.
I just want to like the guy that's right next to me. I want to just like smash my palm into his face and burn him for 2 points.
All right. That happens automatically. He screams in pain, but he is going to try to shake it off, which he does 1 point of. And you see he smiles because flames then come out of his nose and eyes. It seems like you have a fellow pyrokinetic person here.
That's gross. He's
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. All right, the mole, what are you doing?
I'm gonna traipse my way down the stairs and find my quarry.
All right. You do that. Everyone else everyone else should be able to see this. But there's a long winding stair thing, and it goes down into the earth, and finally you see some sort of ancient tomb from the before times, and on top of the tomb is set up, there are all these things to care for the elder. There's an IV bag, and there is a group of chroniclers. They all circle around the elder, including chronicler Astra, and they have bows. They train their bows at you, and they're like, chronicler Astra was like traitor. You will not take the Elder.
I would. I'd like to not go sort of fully into the room. Kind of.
Oh yeah,
sort of
sorry.
take cover in the back. Yeah, I don't quite want to be fully in the line of sight, but I want to say it's over. I'm sorry. But you have lost. You can still spare the lives of your defenders if you tell them to stand down.
Ooh, that'll definitely be a manipulate.
All right. Big money, no, I can't really push it, so
This is going to be versus their
actually,
wits.
I'm the exactly wrong person. Well, yeah. This is
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so close.
that's what I got.
They train their arrows and they're like, we will defend Elder Elias with our lives. He has raised us. He has shown us the way into the Dawnlands, and we will never give up. You will have to kill us all. And they start firing arrows into the darkness around you.
How does the Elder look? Is he alive still? Is he responding to like things occurring around him?
No, he's either dead, asleep, or unconscious.
Probably not asleep. I'd like to banter back. What have you done to the Elder?
Don't try to exercise your lies here, traitor. We have cared for the Elder even now into the end. We're loyal to the Dawn Vault and to the Dawnlands. There's this idea that, like, the mutants could transform the zone into what they call the Dawnlands. And, yeah.
I think I'd. Can I take a shot at Astra?
Yes. I'll say that you can take cover here. And from where you are, you can even aim. But they will all have a chance to hit you.
In that case, I would like to not do that, and I would. I'm gonna retreat and grab Sarah.
You can do that. Let me see. All right. Meanwhile, back here, there's something going on here anyways. You guys have been, like, having this epic fist battle while reinforcements and the lieutenant of the group here, you're fighting back here. Unfortunately, let me actually resolve this, because this is going to be kind of really significant to what's going on here. Okay, that's good news for you all, I think.
Oh, we need some good news.
That's really bad news.
Oh no.
It's really bad. Okay.
Great. Love to hear it. Good thing whoever's being attacked is wearing armor, huh?
These people do not. Bunch of armor, yeah. These are
Nice.
somebody else.
Our
Oh, dear.
allies.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are we winning the battle but losing the war?
there are more mutants coming down the corridor. It all comes down to. Okay. Yeah, there are 2 mutants as well that are coming, Sarah, this way, while you're fighting this one, while Slade is fighting this one, and then Mole, you come back up.
And can I say to both of them, Sarah, Slade, Astra's down here. Get over here.
They are also,
I mean, that's
in fairness, fighting for their lives against people with
Yeah, well, they got to fight for their lives a bit more
Axes.
over this way.
But let's be real. He just said the name of my hated enemy, so like I'm
Yeah.
just gonna like use
Really, I
like
just need you here to get your murder on.
that's the plan.
If you're trying to do that, you'll have to make a roll to move to flee at a -2. Because this person is trying to kill you. Same with Slade.
Yeah, I'm not done killing my guy yet.
Can
There
I use
are
my
more
attack
guys
and
to
my
kill.
movement?
You could try to do like a stunt. So like if you get a really good attack, you could shoot him in the foot or something like that, you know. Yeah.
I mean, he's wounded, so I mean, if I manage to kill him, can I use my movement to just leave?
I mean, yeah, of course, yeah. But I mean,
Okay.
if you get a stunt, regardless, and you can still move.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you just hit once. How much damage is it? 2 damage?
Yep.
All right. Lock. All right. We're able to move. All right, Slade.
I'm gonna keep killing my guy.
All right. Your guy is quite tough. Let's see.
What a crappy hit.
Oof. He takes
That's
one
still
damage.
one in.
And
Yep.
actually, I'm sorry, that's the shake it off. He also gets to defend. So yes, defends and shakes it off.
So his defend reduces it from 2 to 1, and then his shake it off reduces it to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not done killing. I'm not done. I guess as my maneuver, since I was ordered to retreat, I will attempt to retreat. That's a move roll at -2.
Yeah, because he's arm's
I
length
did-
away.
Okay.
There you go. You passed it. No,
Oh.
wait, at -2. So that's a minus. That was the
Yeah,
minus. Yeah.
Well, I told it to take out 2 dice, but it didn't. It rolled all the dice.
Oh, it looks like it got the negative dice, which is correct. You can get negative dice.
Oh,
I see a
That's
minus.
wacky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You are unable to disengage from combat. However, the mole, you see this going on. You tell Slade to come that way, but he's like, like fighting for his life in melee
just
combat.
whack,
with this. Yeah.
whack. Why won't you die?
All right, keep up the good work. Hold the line here. We'll try to handle it.
I mean, he's the best one to guard the door.
Oh, are you gonna like tell? Are you okay with that, Rafferty? Like holding this space against the mutants as because there are more coming. To put
Well,
it
it's
Also
simply,
a narrow space. So
Wait, who
like,
am I killing?
what's becoming clear is Bjorn lost.
I thought I was killing this guy.
This guy right here. Yeah.
I shot
and
the one behind you in the head.
There.
Okay, well, I'm still trying to kill this guy then.
Yeah. You could basically like literally block this corridor for him if you wanted. Is what I'm saying.
I already am, and I can't move because I tried to break away and disengage, and it didn't work.
Yep, that's
so
right.
I'm
We're
done.
saying keep up the good work.
Now, I will say something kind of, because I think it's kind of silly not to. No, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, and yeah, you can see that there are more mutants coming to try to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to probably maneuver and take unaimed shots at me.
All right. Meanwhile, you guys go back down into the tomb. So now we have Sarah here. And the mole. I'm just going to put you all in the light, but I know you're trying to stay in cover and not just like run into arrow fire. But
Yeah.
actually, that might be hard to do. It's just an open corridor, so you probably have to stay out of line of sight all the way back here.
Could we maybe run to the pillars? I mean, I know that's not much, but
You know what? I'll say that you can try, but it's going to be a move check, and if you fail, they're going to get a chance to hit you. But if you,
I mean,
how many of them?
I'm good with staying all the way back here and
Oh,
taking my shots.
they're all training
Alrighty.
arrows right at this entrance, so they're going to get. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Now,
let's say
Oh, go ahead.
it's a shootout.
All right. Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Roll a d6. See if you can beat him. Oh no, a 6. Four. Okay. Well, you got to roll a 6, Sean, if you want to beat him.
I'm gonna stay in the hallway and take pot shots at him.
So you're rolling initiative.
Oh! Okay. Wow, my bad.
It's okay. And
3.
Oh, no. Okay, they're
Almost
able to
there.
act first. Okay. So yeah, you guys are back here. I'm gonna move you up here just so you can see the VTT. Okay. I don't know if you can. There you go. But I get it. You're like back here. I get that. So
Okay.
you have cover at short. So they're at a -1 every time they try to shoot you. -1 brings it down to a 2. And all right, here we go. This is for Sarah. All right, there's 1 damage, except you can also roll your armor dice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that for all of these. Including Astra herself. Okay, so, I don't know if you... Yeah, it looks like...
I didn't block shit.
Ooh, and the second one does... So you take a total of 4 damage. Astra does 3. You okay?
Fuck, where's health on this thing?
It's
I would
strength.
like to point out to you, Ross, that those are strictly speaking stunts. You could stunt instead of damage.
If it's strength, then yeah, 4 is my end.
Okay, well, now we go into critical damage. Let's see here. Critical, page 95. So when did you go down to 0?
At 3?
Okay, so you got 1 more. So let's look at criticals. Okay, I thought it was. Maybe it's. Conflict and trauma. Page 91. I don't know why I put 95. I need to change that. Here we go. Critical damage. When you are broken. So, alright. Your strength falls to 0, so you suffer a critical injury, so you roll 2d6s. There's a roll table on this, I think, for this as well. Alright, you got 5 and 4, so it says busted intestines. You are dying. Roll a d6. Alright, you have 2 hours left to live, unless somebody can save you. And you are also gaining sepsis from your busted out intestines that are spilled out on the floor. And you gain a rot point per hour until you can, unless somebody can heal you. And then you take a second one. Roll,
Second one?
yeah, so you roll, because you went below 0. And then roll 1 more d6.
Other than the 4 I just rolled?
Mm-hmm. 1 more. 4 and 6. Okay, so you got a crushed elbow, which says it's also lethal. You have -2 to force and fight, and you cannot use 2-handed weapons. You are in a bad way. You can roll 1 more d6.
Oh, man.
Alright, with the crushed elbow, you have 3 days to live. These are the 2 arrows. One spilled out your guts, and the other one destroyed your elbow. And
That sucks.
Chronicler Astra is like murderer, traitor. Drag yourself into the light so that I can finally end your miserable life for everything that you have done.
And instead of doing that, because I'm not going to do that. Wait, is it my turn or Caleb's?
Yeah, it's your all's turn if you want to do something, totally.
I want to, like... Well, I think he goes first, but I just want to, like, figure out which one that voice came from.
Oh, you do? Yeah, it's Chronicler Astra, and she is this one.
I know. I
right
mean,
here.
which token though? That one there. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Coming after my bit.
how alive is Sarah? Is Sarah able to like take actions or just kind of out of it?
Sarah is not able to use her weapon, which is the worst thing. Unless you can heal her, which I think is a thing you can try to do. However, unless you drag her back away from the corridor, they're going to get a chance to keep shooting because you guys are shooting each other.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a pretty irredeemably bad way here.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
So, as I have. When in doubt, when all else fails, be really dramatic. So I'd like to run through them to the Elder.
Okay. Yeah. It would take both of your maneuvers, and you have to make a move check to succeed to get past them. Otherwise, they'll stop
Great.
you.
I can't just maneuver around them because I got space sort of at the edge of the room. As far as I can tell, the lighting's really messing with me here.
If he can dodge a wrench, he can dodge an enemy.
I see what you mean. No.
I just want to faster than they
actually.
can expect.
It's hard for me to imagine that they're not going to try to stop you. You know, so you got to try to get past them somehow.
Well, they're holding bows and arrows, aren't
You
they?
got other tricks. You're a gearhead. You carry random scrap. You can make stuff. You got gizmos.
Can I just make something in the just immediately? Just
I think so. Isn't it say? Let's see, skill.
I'm under the impression it's not really an in combat kind of thing. It's an out of combat affair.
It makes sense to me that what you're saying. It says.
Bucket sand.
At any point in for a few hours. Yeah, you're right.
I really would hate to use move because that's pretty low odds.
Yeah, I mean the general tactical situation here is they're literally trying to like keep you from getting to the Elder, and
Well, they're literally trying to shoot me with arrows, right?
Yeah.
Their hands are occupied.
yeah, I mean you can try.
How are they stopping me?
I think they would just tackle you. They just like run after you.
Eh.
Let me look at the. Yeah. They have They have both sides. Like this. That's exactly what they're trying to do.
All right, I think I'd move. I'm gonna do it.
All right. You did it.
All right. I would like to press the crossbow against the Elder's head.
Whoa. Okay, here you are over here at the Elder, and
And
Chronicler.
I would like to say with a deadly serious tone, I would like you to tell everyone to surrender.
And he does weekly like awaken. He's like, my child,
Yep, I feel that.
everything is lost.
Not yet.
Why have you done this? They train their bows on you, obviously. Meanwhile, back
Yeah.
this, I'm gonna pan the camera over it to Slade. Okay. I feel like that. You suddenly have Slade show up. That seems like a big deal. Now Slade, they're just gonna take every bit of their. There's only 3 of them here, but let's see how you do. I don't know. They're all gonna try to pummel you.
Come on, I've got fancy footwork.
You can act. You can act first.
Oh, that guy has to die.
Yeah.
I'm sick of you. I am sick of your deal. Let's see if I can finally hit him. All right. Well, what a crappy roll.
You don't
Man.
succeed.
Could you
Try
imagine?
again.
Could you imagine if you got one of those rolls with all those dice where it's all 6s? Because that happens. You know what I mean? Like all but
Well,
like
at least 2 of them should be 6s. All right, roll your defense.
All right.
It's like
And
1.5.
then these
Yahtzee.
guys, these guys, like how they just keep rolling well too. Like
Yeah, and the problem is I want to it's the paradox where it's more dice, But if I roll to push, well, if I push, I only roll. Well,
You're
still.
you're in a good position to push, unless you rolled a bunch of ones and then you just fall unconscious. You know.
Yeah, I don't kind of want to kill myself. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm worried about. I already injured myself, so yeah, I have to blow this off. I just missed him.
All right. This will dramatically change things if people get past you. You can see if you can go ahead and defend against these following attacks.
Well, as you can see, my defense roll is a lot higher than my first one. So hold on. I can do stunts on my defense.
Oh, nice.
Because,
that's awesome.
In other words, if I'm scoring more success, I can do stunts on that. So I am going to negate your 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Disarm spiked bat guy.
Okay.
With one, and knock him down with the other one. So this is when he comes at me and swings at me, and I duck underneath him and kick his feet out.
Okay, yeah. So let's see. Spike
that takes
guy,
him down, and now I got Scrap Axe to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, sooner or later I'll fail one of these rolls and really take it on the chin.
Boom! He's knocked down.
Because he's got four successes, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, out of your 4 successes, I'll eat this. I'll stop 2 points, so 2 points get in. Then I gotta roll my armor. Let's see.
Nice.
And my armor stops it. All right. So now the last guy, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I think this will make a huge difference if this either succeeds or fails. I think actually we need to resolve a few rounds with Slade here, because Slade showing up or not showing up is like the big. It could be. This could be it. This could be the story.
I'm not sufficiently compelling them with my threatening.
Oh no, totally.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I just feel like if Slade showed up, that'd be a big deal. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I am a tank. So the last guy has nothing, and I have 2 on him. So the same deal with him, where he swings at me. I'll use my fancy footwork to dodge. I'll, the good old-fashioned elbow smash to disarm him and knock him down. So Scrap Axe and that guy are on the ground and disarmed.
But
the middle Scrap Axe guy is still armed. Yeah, no, I'm a martial artist guy.
All right.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm actually
good.
more dangerous defending than attacking.
Yeah, and I think it's your turn, in fact.
I have to kill the standing guy, so I'm going to attack the standing Scrap Axe guy. You get the defense.
I'm wondering. I don't know what the effects of prone are or being knocked down.
It just means you spend a maneuver to get back up.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But here's the problem: you either spend a maneuver to get back up or maneuver your weapon back. Not both.
Yeah, and can you just do? I wonder also this: can you actually defend if you don't have? No, I don't think that's part of it. It's just a reaction. Never mind. Okay, so they get up and they don't have their weapons.
Yeah. And then and I'm trying to kill Scrap Axe guy who's still armed. I got a 2-point hit on him. Maybe I got him.
All right, let's see. Nice. Okay, there you
That's
go.
a hit.
Shake it off.
Do you have shake off?
Any fail?
I got 1 in through the shake off. Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. And also he already did his extreme reflexes. I'm gonna get rid of that.
All right. So yeah. It's like, why can't you get? He's one guy. Why can't you hit him? He's just one guy. I've got fancy footwork and doubt.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, so that was your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and blow a couple of these. Let's see. He has left. Let's see. He lost his bat. I know. He has a knife. The last weapon he has left. He uses his maneuver. Wait, no, he can't. So I got to get rid of that. Let me redo that. It would help you to redo it. He has to draw it. That's actually a maneuver, is to draw a weapon.
Well, you could just draw it and stab me if he's next to me.
No, because he had to use his maneuver to get up. So,
Okay.
All right. So he just missed entirely. The other person draws out their...
Oh, wait. You missed entirely, but I have 1 success, so I got a stunt on you. Fancy footwork.
Okay.
Don't on those hoes.
I am going to do 1 point of fatigue damage to you. So take 1 point to your agility. Because if I
Okay.
can at least wear down your agility, maybe you guys will leave me alone.
Indeed. All right. This person has a knife, but they're gonna pull out their knife. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay.
This person
Right.
also has a knife. They're gonna pull it out. So it's your turn.
Right. So the first guy comes at me with no knife, and I do some fatigue damage. The other guy's like, let's screw this, pull out knives. Like, ah! Is it me again, or?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna kill one of the knife guys.
Okay.
I am not roll on my best here. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, 1 success.
All right. Let's see. You defend. Fails.
Wow,
You shake
gets
it
in.
off. Succeeds.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's it.
All right, and then let's see. This person's going to try to use their knife.
Okay.
just
So against the
cancels
knife, I guess the knife we're even up. Yeah, I'll cancel that.
All right, and then the next person tries to stab you.
Wow. Yeah, I told you I can't roll like this forever. Wait, no, actually, I have two. Oh, the skill dice came up good. Okay, so let's do it. All right. I will negate your 1 hit, and you can keep the knife. I'm gonna 1 point of fatigue on you.
Okay.
I got a rope a dope, you guys.
All right, that goes down to that. Then, lastly, the last person with a knife. I'm going to pan the camera back to everybody else. He misses.
Let's see, and I missed 2, so we're done.
Okay, back to everyone here. Now, Sarah, I'm going to make a deal with the devil with you here. If you want. Your guts are spilling out. You have 2 hours left to live. You're becoming infected with rot. Your elbow is shattered. You're coughing up blood. I will give you the chance to get a surprise attack, but it will be under push conditions, which means it could kill you. You don't have to take this deal.
I am definitely going to take that deal and kill that bitch with everything I have.
All right. If you roll this attack and you get 1s, it will go against you and you'll take more critical damage. But otherwise, you can do
Fair
a normal
enough.
attack.
Doodle doodle doo. Aha!
All right. No critical damage. What is the amount of damage that you can do with your gun?
2 plus 1, so 3.
You disintegrate her head. Whoops, that's not what that would be cut off. That'd be crazy. Here we go. The linked token action is the problem. All right. What? Why? I don't understand. Whatever.
There were never actually more than one chronicler.
Oh, here we go.
It was all the
It's
same
always-
person.
Finally, there we go. I figured it
Mutation
out.
is just multiple bodies.
That would be cool. All right, you pop her head like a cherry, and the elder is sprayed with his most loyal servant's blood. And at this, the others just drop their bows. And now, that being said, the elder and Mole, you are now in a conversation. The elder is like, bring Sarah to me. Bring her here.
All right, I'd like to wave my free hand at the other chroniclers and say, "Go tell all your people that the fight is over and that they are now under Bjorn's authority."
Even though he's probably dead.
Yeah, he might be.
Bring me Sarah.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
Glad you're still worried about my life.
I'm gonna wait until the other people are gone, so I don't have to keep holding a crossbow to this guy's head.
That happens.
And then I'm gonna go drag you over and start sewing your guts together while you talk to him.
Oh yeah, you could. You want to try to make, what is it, a heal check?
Yep, I'm gonna get
do
started
that.
healing.
Wait. I want to do this before he starts healing me. What's up, nerd?
Oh wait, heal is empathy, not wit. What sorcery
It's
is this?
empathy.
Oh,
Yep.
no, you
I'm
have
no
one-
good at this.
Oh,
That doesn't even
no.
make sense.
That's wild.
All right,
The
I'm
only-
gonna.
You know the
we're gonna
only
have a little
way. There's
therapy
only one
session
way.
here.
Yeah, there's only one way to get empathy back.
Yep. There you go. Look at that one heal.
What does it do? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Heal.
It doesn't
We've
say.
looked at it a couple times. Heal.
Hopefully you stop dying.
That's what I think that's actually literally what it does. I think that's what we came up with, is it doesn't actually do anything other than keep you from dying.
I'm just living with my guts hanging out. It's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
No,
just
no, the
use-
guts get pushed back in and sewed up, but you're like, it's not fun.
They should have
Like-
called it first aid instead of healing.
I also use this needle for the tetanus vaccines.
So you only have two options, and it seems like one of them is more important than the others. You could basically cancel out stabilize a critical injury. So, or you can say, hey, go ahead and keep dying, but we need you in the fight right now, and you can give her one strength back, but she'll still be bleeding out and dying.
Yeah, I'll do the stabilizing,
Okay.
which that's just one, right?
Yeah, so you're still broken, Sarah, which means you can't use your strength. And if you get hit, it'll be a critical hit and stuff. You're basically laying on the floor, but he packs your guts back together and keeps you from being contaminated and bleeding out. You have 2 or 3 days, whatever we said, for your shattered elbow, so you have some time to work that out. Anyways, the elder is begging to bring Sarah close to him so he can speak to her.
And while they start talking, I'm just like, if you amputate the arm, like right here, these few inches from the elbow, yes.
I am willing to take damage to elbow him in the mouth when he says that.
Anywho,
I'm like, what did the elder want? He's just gonna sit there and die on me?
anyways, the elder, with you kind of like laying there with your guts out and your elbow shattered with an arrow.
Well,
and
my
stuff,
guts are back in though.
Yeah, they're okay. You put your guts back in. It's a mess. You're not in a good way. Anyways, the elder also is like, Sarah, I was wrong. It's too late. The Dawn Vault. The Dawn Lands. I was wrong. I was hopeful when I brought you here that you would be different. You're all, though, just like me. Just like your predecessors. The Dawnland, the Ark, the people, it's doomed. I should have told you the truth. Sarah, you're right. Eden. But what you'll find there is not what you want. And then he dies.
Oh, great.
And that's where we'll end the session.